We recorded last year, but it has not hit the air yet. And I played the lead character in that, Ruji, like 12, so very different than Shikamaru. He's very, we gotta get out of here. He's got a real high voice. Whereas Shikamaru is, you know, laid back and whatever, let it dry. So, and it's fun to play contrast. When I auditioned for Naruto, they had me read for Shikamaru, they had me read for Choji, and also for Naruto, believe it or not. And I thought for sure I was going to probably get Choji, because I thought Shikamaru isn't really what I usually do. He's got a kind of a lower voice kind of down there, and that's what they picked me for, and I was happy, happy to get it. So, and then here we are, a few years later, and I'm still doing it, and the series has then changed, and apparently I haven't been replaced yet, so that's always good. And the nice thing about the Japanese, anime, that they do it in Japan first, so you've got work, down the line. So it's like, oh, that show's still on the air in Japan? Good. That means I got work coming up. Yes, go ahead.
Can we hear what you sounded like as Choji?
As Choji, I gotta think of something like he would say. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think how I did it, like in the audition, because that always goes different. It's like it'd be more like, "Oh, come on, Shikamaru, let's go get some ramen or something." It's like more like that, And it's funny, like Naruto, I tried to do it pretty much the way Miley does it, which is that whole, believe it. Why do you guys always leave me behind? That kind of thing. So, and that's usually the voice that I do. It's that sort of, I have that 12-year-old voice, and my voice never really changed, so that helps. And and then Shikamaru is way down, in my lower register, which isn't that low, really. And it was funny because when we changed, you go through the 3-year gap between when the show, the Naruto, the regular series ended, and then they grow up 3 years. And I think just kind of naturally, from doing it for 4 years, I kind of got lower and lower, and he sort of aged because he got more responsibility as we went along too. And so when I found when we did the actual change, the voice didn't change that much. It was still that kind of whatever. So you're back. Who cares? It's like that. And of course he's straddled with a lot more responsibility now, and that's always fun because I get to come in at the beginning of the episode and give him the mission and then leave. So sorry, I keep breathing into this. You'd think I'd know better how to do the mic. Get all those pops and peas, and you gotta watch that. So anyway, any questions? Anybody have any questions? I'm originally from Minnesota. I'm in Los Angeles now. I do all sorts of acting. I'm doing a play right now in North Hollywood. And actually I took the weekend off to come here and do this and be part of the festival. So my understudy is on tonight. He's shaking in his boots. I don't know what else. This is going to be a long 45 minutes, I'll tell you. Yes?
Are you pleased with the upcoming arc where Shikamaru has quite a nice...
Yeah, I think he gets better looking. Unlike me. Yeah.
You have a nice section of, you have a nice section of acting.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a great role in that. First of all, he was just sort of laid back and sort of didn't care about anything. And then as we've gone along, he's just gotten more and more responsibility put on him. And so as far as acting goes, it just gets better and better and better. And he gets more interesting. And he's a little sexist in the way he talks to his mom, and all that kind of stuff. But he's always getting paired up, if you notice, to fight women. And but I kind of think that's to take him down a peg and kind of respect women more than he does. And I think so. He's kind of wising up to that, which is great. It's part of growing up and getting older. And I just think it's really well written that way. That he's really kind of evolved, and then also giving that guy the most responsibility of that group, of that same kind of graduating class, because they all sort of resent him for it. I think it makes for great conflict, because he didn't seem to care and didn't want to. Naruto is talking about being Hokage, and Naruto or Shikamaru is just thinking like, I just want to get through next week, and hopefully I'll get fed. Just take it easy and not have any bumps in the road, you know. Always looking for the easy way out. So, any other questions? Anything? Yes.
Apart from Shintaro, which would be your favorite Naruto character?
Oh, you know, I like Rock Lee a lot. I think, you know, he's just got such enthusiasm. And I also, the thing I like about that character is the way it's written is he doesn't have, you know, the chakra like everybody else has, and he's got to kind of do it on his own. And you know what? He does it in spades, and he does it with such a great attitude. It's sort of that, you know, you can really overcome anything, and you can compete on that level, even if you don't have the natural ability, which I just think is a great lesson for everybody. And he's just, boy, that guy, he does not give up, never surrender. I think it's a great character. And then Guy Sensei, that's the funniest thing in the world. The both of them. He's just so, I think I can do it. You know, it's a great voice too. It's really great. The kind of the downside of doing anime is that we work in a booth, and it's just, you know, Mary Elizabeth is the director, and we have an engineer, and you rarely see the other people. You know, you see them coming and going, and you might say hi, and then, you know, as they leave, you go, oh, that was Guy Sensei. Oh, it's really, I like your character. You know, I see Gara every now and again, because we work at a different studio together. Yeah, and so whenever I come around the corner and I see him sitting there, of course I'm spacing, what is his real name? Liam, yes, Liam O'Brien. And he's directed a couple, I don't know if it was Naruto episodes, but he's directed some other things that I've done. So every time I see him in the hallway, and I'll just go, you know, Gara. And he goes, Shikamaru. And you just keep passing. So it's kind of fun. It's just one of those little... But for the most part, I don't know half those people, and it's really unfortunate. It's just the style of the way we work, you know. And you come in, and you'll lay down your tracks, and a lot of times the others have not laid down their tracks yet. So you have no idea what you're reacting to, other than what's written in the script. And then you hear they play the Japanese for you. And then, which I think is really interesting too, especially with Shikamaru, because the Japanese, the guy that plays Shikamaru, he plays it like really, like one level. Like his face, you know, the animation is freaking out, or, you know, his big bug eyes and real going crazy. And then you'll hear like, oh, I don't say hell. I take your time. It's like, so what do I do with that? You know, it's like, stop, Naruto, what are you doing? You know, it's like, yeah, so I get a little bit more excited than the Japanese guy does, but I think it's just a cultural difference, and that might be that. Because I don't know if that would play in America. Stop, Naruto, don't. Okay, we're dead. Boy, that guy really doesn't care. So, what else can I tell you? Yeah, I mean, yes. Thank you for asking a question.
Do you find that the roles you do the voice for affect you, like your personality? Does it bring something to you?
Yeah, I would say, like I say, I mean, most of the time I play very excitable, and you can kind of hear it in my voice. Like, I'm very, you know, kind of an upbeat kind of a guy, you know. And then you play somebody like Shikamaru, and you're like, yeah, I'm kick-ass. You know? Yeah, that's right, don't mess with me. I've got that voice going on. You know? So it's, you know, I'd like to think he made me smarter, right? Because to have his IQ would be fantastic. But unfortunately, that's all acting. Yes.
Do they also use you to do video games as well?
Yes, yeah, do all the videos. So when you're playing the character and you hear that, and small attack. And those are really funny sessions, because you go in and you'll see, like, you're looking at, I'll look at the script, you know, and you look at the script and it's like, small attack, ooh. Okay, can you do that 3 different ways? Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then, okay, now this is like a big, like you're gonna get hit in the gut, you know.